Hello and welcome back to Clicks on the Side. Today we're going to be doing a modern 300-point theme team build centered around the Thunderbolts. I know I've done the Thunderbolts before. This one is going to be a slightly different take that I am very excited about and cannot wait to give a try. Like I said, it is going to be modern. The team I have here is going to be modern after rotation. I do have a slightly different version of it that I would like to use before, and we'll get into that more later. But this team I have labeled Kingpin's Thunderbolts. So to start this team off, we are going to have to cheat a little bit with the uncommon number 18 from Marvel's Next Phase, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. There she is. Starting us off, she does have the Shield team ability. Shield keyword, Thunderbolts, Politician, and Spy keywords. Coming in at 40 points, she does have the trait Nefarious Recruiting. When establishing theme teams, characters on your starting force with the Assassin, Soldier, or Spy keywords gain the Thunderbolts keyword. That is key for this team. The rest of her is really not too important, but she does have that special damage power throughout of Call Me Val. Keep in mind, but keep it in your head. Probability control. When Valentina Allegra de Fontaine uses it, she may count range and draw line of fire from the square of a friendly character with the Thunderbolts keyword. So, pretty much she can use probability control through any of her teammates, friendly characters. Not bad at all. Has some mastermind, some stealth. With this team, none of that's really going to matter. It's really about the traits and that special prob. Nothing really on the back. But you need that nefarious recruiting for this team. All right, so that brings up the main man. Like I said, this is Kingpin's Thunderbolts. So from Marvel's Next Phase, we have number 37B, Kingpin Prime, who I love and I play any chance I can. Very, very good Prime. Underrated Prime, I think, compared to some of the others that are in the game right now. The Kingpin has the Underworld team ability, very important for this team. Has the Magia, Assassin, Brute, Martial Artist, Politician, and Ruler keywords. Has the trait Tracksuit Mafia. Friendly standard characters of 30 points or less can use Toughness and modify attack and damage +1. You're going to see why that is a big deal once this team is complete. Also has a special movement of there are no lines in this business. Stealth. Power. Choose up to 2 friendly standard characters of 30 points or less within 6 squares. Move those characters up to 2 squares each. Then they may each make an attack. You got 55 points, 6 clicks long. Does have a special damage and a special defensive power as well. There's the defensive power. Not everyone deserves a happy ending. Mastermind, very big. Toughness. Kingpin's other powers have protected outwit. So if they're going to try to outwit Kingpin, it does have to be his defensive power. Also has the trait Just a Man with a Dream. There's some leadership which will desperately be needed. And he has outwit himself. And then there is the Underworld team ability to give you an idea of what it does. Like I said, very handy for this team. So there is the Kingpin. That gets us to 95 points and brings us to our next character. From the Deadpool and Wolverine set, we're going to be bringing in rare number 38, Atlas Bear. I do very much like that sculpt. She'll just be tagging along right over here. At 70 points on this build, Atlas Bear has no team abilities, but does have Wakanda, Assassin, Mystical, and Soldier keywords, and does have the Hot Shots trait, the last Atlas Bear. When Atlas Bear hits, after resolutions give her a Hot Shots token. Friendly characters with a Hot Shots trait have, when this character would be KO'd, if they have any Hot Shots tokens, instead remove all their Hot Shot tokens and turn them to their last non-KO click. Protected Pulse Wave. I'm not sure why Protected Pulse Wave is on there twice. I've not noticed that before, but there you go. 6 clicks long. Does have a special movement and a special attack with some outwit. Very nice. Let's take a look at that movement. Wakandan Transportation. Sidestep, Flight, Passenger 5, but only to carry characters that share a keyword with Atlas Bear. So she is going to be a super taxi on this team with a little bit more. And then here is where she really comes into play with the Vibranium Meteor Hammer, Giant Reach 3, Blades, Claws, Fangs, and Probability Control. That's right, prob on the attack power. Very nice. Cannot wait. Like I said, I'm very excited about this team and this build. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. But there is Atlas Bear joining in at 70 points. This is where it starts to get a little bit interesting. Coming in to join the Thunderbolts from the Deadpool Weapon X, Deadpool Weapon X set, we have common number 5, Black Widow. And she is going to be one of the all-stars of this team at only 25 points. And let me show you why. I'll just put you right there. We'll come to the other side. Black Widow does have the Avengers team ability. Avengers, Assassin, Martial Artist, Soldier, and Spy keywords. She has her own Hot Shots trait. Hot Shots, the best Avenger. When Black Widow hits after resolutions, give her a Hot Shots token. Friendly characters with a Hot Shot trait have free. Remove a Hot Shots token from this character to generate a smoke terrain marker in their square. At the beginning of your next turn, remove that marker even if lost. So right there, she and Atlas Bear work together with the Hot Shots traits, just benefiting each other very well. Only 4 clicks long, but at 25 points, that's more than fair. Does have combat reflexes, stealth, so if she uses that Hot Shots trait, she can put herself into stealth anywhere. 3 damage with exploit on the top dial. And 3 targets with that end cap is very nice in a pinch. But as you can see, 25 points. So she gets to benefit from Kingpin's trait to give her +1 to her attack and damage. And she now also has toughness. On this team, we are also going to be giving her Bucky's arm. So, once we get her out there and base her to one of your opponents, you're now looking at a 20 defense up close with the combat reflexes, with Bucky's arm and the close combat expert that comes with it, a 13 attack with 5 damage with the exploit weakness. And then she does have the Avengers trait, so it can potentially be a 14 depending on who you're attacking. For 25 points, I will take that all day. Yeah, big fan of that Black Widow, especially for 25 points. Now, this is where I had to make some decisions. I had another character in mind here, and then they announced the rotation. So, originally, we were going to have Moonstone in for 25 points. which I will absolutely use for the next couple months until Worlds and it all rotates out. But I want to do a video that has a little bit more staying power, so I had to choose someone else that will be good past Worlds. So joining the team at 25 points from the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday set, Nebula will be coming in. And she will be teaming up with Black Widow. There we go. Nebula has the Guardians team ability and team player. Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ravagers, Assassin, Pirate, and Robot keywords. That team player team ability will be copying Kingpin's Underworld. That way that makes Nebula a taxi to carry around Black Widow. She does have the trait Disarming Bucky. When Nebula hits with a close attack, instead of normal damage, she may unequip a hit character, then pick up the unequipped equipment. Does also have a special movement on her first click at 25 points. Charge. You can't outrun me. Charge. When Nebula uses it, after resolution, she may make a range attack, which, as you can see, she does have improved targeting with adjacency. So that's very handy. So that is a 6 movement with some precision strike, 11 attack, super senses with an 18, and she also has exploit weakness herself. Now, 25 points, she also gets to benefit from the Kingpin. So she is going to be a 12 attack for 4 damage penetrating with the exploit weakness, and she also gets toughness. Very, very nice. This next one was not on the team. I have been waiting and waiting and painfully waiting for WizKids to ship out the play-at-home kit, the multiple man play-at-home kit, but there seems to be no sign of movement on it. Hopefully it comes before too long. But I want that legacy card for Hitmonkey to be on this team because I am missing some range. Would love to have Hitmonkey in here, and he will probably eventually make it. But for the time being, and honestly it might be better off, it just means no range, we are going with, from the Deadpool Weapon X set, uncommon number 23, Mystique. Get Mystique right over here. Mystique at 30 points has the Brotherhood team ability. Brotherhood of Mutants, Assassin, Martial Artist, and Spy keywords. It does have the trait, sorry is such an inadequate word, Stealth. Opposing characters within range can't use the X-Men team ability. And then she does have a special damage power. That's 2 you owe me. Free. Choose a character within range and line of fire. Then choose a standard attack or damage power they can use. Mystique can use the chosen power until your next turn. If the chosen character is an opposing character with the X-Men keyword, she may choose a second standard attack or damage power they can use until your next turn. Very nice. There's plenty of X-Men out there now, so that will be handy. Does have improved movement through character bases. Some combat reflexes and shape change in there with some sidestep. Also has toughness now and a +1 to her attack and damage thanks to Kingpin. Nothing else to report on the back. But I think you're starting to see the theme here. We got a lot of nickel and diming and boosts to attack and damage for very low cost figures. And we're starting to swarm up here. So if you've done the math, you'll see that gets us to 250 points. So So what else could we possibly do with the remaining 50 points? Oh, so many things. We're going to add one more character. We're going to add 5 figures, but one more character. And this is where, from Deadpool Weapon X, Multiple Man is going to come into play. But not just one Multiple Man. Not 2 Multiple Men. But 5 Multiple Men to bring us to our 300 points. There we go. So that is 11 figures on a 300-point modern theme team. And let me show you why. Multiple Man does have the team player team ability. He will also, in most cases, especially over here with Mystique, will be copying the Underworld team ability from Kingpin to make him a taxi for Mystique. Does have the Hydra, X-Corp, X-Factor, X-Men, Detective Police, and Spy keywords. Has the trait Do the Math. Free. If Multiple Man began your turn on the map, roll a d6. 4 through 6 generate a Multiple Man from your KO area. So you can keep bringing Multiple Man back as you use him for shielding purposes, taxi purposes, what have you. 3 clicks long for 10 points, sidestep, mastermind on the first click, and empower throughout. And each and every single one of them takes advantage of Kingpin's trait to give him 11 attack for 3 damage. So, in this scenario, you have Multiple Man carrying around Mystique, and while doing so, giving her an empowering her. You have Nebula carrying around Black Widow. You have the Kingpin with his team ability, the Underworld, carrying around Valentina and a Multiple Man. That way he gets his own empower, a little bit of shielding for a mastermind fodder for his mastermind to keep him up longer. And then you have Atlas Bear. Let's bring her back up. Mainly that attack power. So my idea with Atlas Bear is she's going to transport up 3 Multiple Men. 1, 2, 3. And drop them right in front of her, since she has that Giant Reach 3. They are going to basically be her human shields. She'll get to swing on whoever's in front of her because of the Giant Reach 3 with blades, and take advantage of 3 empowers at once. So she can just go up and wreck people. I am so excited to see how that works out. Just having Atlas Bear plop in. You want to take her out, but she is hiding behind 3 Multiple Men. You can't shoot her, you can't hit her until you deal with the Multiple Men. And even if you do take out one of her shields, they have a chance to come right back next turn. So there you have it. A little bit longer video, but it took a little bit more explaining. I love the strategy with this game. With this team, I wish it had a little bit more range to it. Like I said, Hitmonkey might make it in once that legacy card does become available. But very excited to give this team a try. 11 figures on a 300-point team. But let me know what you think. Anything you would have changed? Looking forward to any opinions or how you feel about this build. But that has been it for today. Thank you very much, and until next time, this has been Clicks on the Side.